So certainly the inspiration for format was from Lost, but I feel like I was cooking something. Like I remember wanting to do an event for a while. How did I arrive on the button? I actually had to think for a second. So like in 2012, 13, 14, and I think like all the way up until 17, I used to do like a week-long marathon, and usually it was just like speedrunning or whatever. I stopped doing that entirely, and I like wanted to do it again, but like the culture of Twitch changed, and I didn't want to do like a traditional subathon, so I just wanted it to be like actually challenging instead of sit there and get paid for sitting there. I felt like it was a good trade-off. I don't think I just like spurred the idea all at once. I feel like I like slow rolled it, and then I was very like just randomly committed to it. My first idea of it was like a really basic one. It didn't have like the safeguard with the 4 minutes or any of that stuff. I think those were all like Vic's precautions. I was just feeling some kind of way one day and was like, let's do this event. Vic Turcor was responsible for making the button, handling basically everything related to it.
The first thing I made was the front display with the lights. I wanted to make sure that the Arduino could put enough power into the LEDs that the display would actually show up on camera. As a result, it was about making everything else work around it. So I proceeded to make the body. You know, that was all CAD design stuff there. It was actually pretty fragile. Warping was occurring on this corner here, which is really fucking cool. But once I actually figured out how to make everything else work, it was mostly just about actually getting it done. It was a bit of a journey. I've did all sorts of things I hadn't done before, but I've done 3D printing before, and I've worked with buttons and circuits. It's just about taking all of my different skills I already had and just making them all work together. I learned quite a lot working on it. This is the choke, which actually holds the balloon. It inflates pretty slowly at 30 psi. Y'all are gonna need a lot of space. Guys, this thing is kind of scary at this point. I look up and like my view is dominated by blue. That was a hell of a boom. Programming the software, I did throughout the streams actually. You'll probably notice sometimes in the background, the machine would restart, and in fact actually kept track of how many seconds passed while it restarted. That was an enjoyable part for me.
Bless Vic's heart. I'm kind of a dickhead sometimes. He was under like a really heavy time crunch, and he kept running into like difficulties and stuff, and I think he had to reprint things in the beginning, and just like timeline was starting to get like really rough. We originally were gonna do a 7-day event, and we ended up reducing it to a 5-day event because there was no way to get the physical unit in time.
Yeah, getting it to him was an ordeal. We got it packed that same night. I was ready to ship it out, but nobody would take it for overnight shipping.
I was reaching out to contacts I had to see if they had any of those like emergency DHL shipping things where like if people have registered with like a certain insurance company, they can get things shipped using like a plane or whatever. It was going to be a little bit pricey, but no one could help me in time.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
We even thought about Vic bringing it onto the plane himself and like just doing that.
Yeah, we call it the glitter bomb timer for a reason. It looks like a cartoon bomb timer.
I guess he had concerns with TSA about bringing a bomb-shaped device through airport security on short notice.
TSA would have ripped that thing apart.
I don't know. I don't really get that, but for him it was a concern.
You know, if they put it through a scanner, the circuitry, the solder, the wires, it looks like a bomb, even on X-ray.
It's got buttons, it's got wires encased in a hard plastic, it's got valves, it's got power. He had some pretty compelling reasons for how it wouldn't survive TSA.
By that point in the day, missed the window for next day shipping for FedEx, so it would be shipped the day after. So I just settled for that. Because I didn't ship it to SimpleFlips and I got a good night's sleep, I was able to, while it was being shipped to him, continue programming the button. At that point in time, we had not yet programmed in the ability for subs to lower the timer. Yeah, actually, it kind of, it chose the best future.
So leading into the event, I actually had like a ridiculous amount of confidence that I wouldn't fail. Like I don't feel like I routinely have the best sleep anyway. And so I felt I've been training for this moment my entire life. I was just like really nervous about like, I guess turnout being poor, or like we didn't really advertise it before. We kind of just like blind launched it on people because we rushed everything. But as far as like completing the challenge goes, day one, I think I was pretty confident. I think Vic seemed more concerned because he's someone who routinely is operational every day and he gets like 8 hours of sleep and he's like a beautiful, perfect person. So I get where he was coming from. But I think I was the right person to handle a challenge like this. It's gonna be quite a 5-day journey for me. Bro, I just went into day one already tired as fuck is what I'm remembering. The timer will be moderated even when I'm sleeping, so like I'll be waking up to manage the timer. The timer will start at an hour. All subs lower the timer by a minute. It will be lowered to 5 minutes, like that's where it caps whenever the subs go, so you can't lower it more than 5 minutes. And 4 minutes and lower, I can press the button to reset it back to 60 minutes. It's kind of like the show Lost, except for not 108 minutes. You got a bad feeling about this challenge? Look, me too. But it should be fine. I think I'm in a good position now to hit the button and show you guys how it works, though. Are you ready? Isn't that nuts? Except it get big. Like it get big. The glitter is in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it is all sitting at the bottom. If it exploded, it would have some force with it. It is going to fuck up my entire room. If this happens, I will have to hire a cleaning service, but I live in Vegas, so they deal with glitter, thankfully. The consequence is the couple thousands of dollars of damage that will happen if I have to fix what happens. So do I need to make it louder, or is this good? We cannot hear it. It's crazy. Alright, cool, we're chaos mode. People can generally watch chaos. It's like it's not something that you have to be invested into to enjoy. I feel like since we didn't do any like lead up to the event, it was a good way to start the event. Like it's a very chaotic experience. We're launching a very chaotic event. I think it was a good backdrop, and I think it should have been more about the social experience in the bomb anyway. So I feel like, yeah, chaos was like good background noise for what we were doing. That ticking sound is gonna become something I like begin to internalize. That's something that was always talked about with the TTYD speedrunners. My ass is not sleeping. I need to eat a bar, like bad. I'll do it. My game explain itself? What? What the fuck? I have a wink app? Dude, I just like came back to a different ROM hack. I have my TV up in the other room. I saw the knife walking by. I was like, okay. I'll be right back again. Can I just hide in the other room for more than 2 minutes? Message received. No long jumps. Loud and clear. Pet the kitty? Sure. I got you. Good stuff. The tail cameo at the exact same time.
So this is going to be a 3v3 collaborative 120-star speedrun. But to make it a little more competitive, the team that ends with the most stars will actually all get 20 gift subs. So that's the big thing we're playing for here.
The Mario Online event was pretty dope. I think I was having some connection issues at the beginning, so wasn't able to hear all the rules. So towards the beginning of the event, I was like playing wrong.
So all the stars in this game are going to be shared, right? So if one...
Oh! I get it.
Hell yeah.
6 of us finished the full run
and we've all been
together.
Here all the time. I feel bad about that because that's like someone else took all the time to organize an event and then I'm just like trolling basically. Can I only get 1 star right now? Am I not supposed to get many stars? Oh shit, I'm star capped? Oh fuck.
Where is he? Put him in jail.
I'm in the lobby. My chat told me.
Oh yeah, I just want to let you know, dude. The lowest player on your team only has like 2 stars. That's the max you can get.
Gotcha. But I think after they hit me up and like re-explained the rules to me and everything was going like how they intended it to go, I feel like it was really, really good. I think our team was playing super well. I got you. I'll kick you across the bridge. It'll work.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You got it? It actually worked. Got it. Nice. Okay.
Well done. I think what they created was actually one of the few times where it's like a proper strategic thing that you can do. Even when I wasn't allowed to collect stars, I was still able to go like play defense and troll the other people. There were mind games going on.
Did you already do Bowser?
No, I didn't get the key. I died. Anyways, I'm going to the basement.
Get out of here, bro. Like, you had me for a split second. Oh my god!
I mean, this makes the most sense if I can't collect more stars. Hey, so the thing is, I don't have any stars to get, so like, it just makes the most sense to come in here and mess with you.
Oh, I see how it is.
I just created theatrics and I was like, oh, it's here, it's this one. And I led someone to a completely random location purely to waste their time because there was nothing else I could do. I wasn't allowed to collect anything anymore. I just love stuff like that. It was very TTT in the Mario 64 environment. Shoutouts to Raise Fire. Sorry for trolling at the beginning if you hear this. Oh my god, I forgot we have a glitter bomb. I remember during that day that I was going to switch to Paper Mario and beat the whole game. TTYD is something I've played plenty of times. I even raced it back on Speedruns Live, kind of like at a very noob level, just like grinded it for 11 hours with my friend Elo. So I thought like, yeah, I'm gonna end this event and just beat the rest of the game. I think I played for an hour and was exhausted and was like, this is a mistake. Like I was not paying attention to the game at all. I decided to call it so that I could just actually chill and look at chat and until the night was gonna take me.
It would be his ultimate speed run. And as he opens up a 1 second lead after Act 3, this run looks like it could...
Never slept on camera before, so that was super unusual. That was also around the time that I learned that the recliner I bought for the event spins and rotates on its own. So there were plenty of times during the night where like I just start doing this, I just start slowly moving, and I'm like, I'm in a predicament of there's a giant bomb behind me, so I'm trying not to move things too much, and like I don't have any room. And if I start rotating like this, I was no longer on the camera, so I'm like trying to sleep, I'm trying to manage the bed, I'm trying to manage the camera, and then every so often I'm also pushing the button. I remember certain things, like I kind of remember videos we watched, I remember various chat messages and jokes, but I don't know if I slept. It's hard to say. What I do remember about waking up is that I had to be a little bit insidious about how I could shower. Most of the time, if I went AFK at all to use the restroom, that's when someone who doesn't speak and has been lurking in the shadows will just set the button to the lowest time possible. So like bathroom breaks were pretty much limited to 4 minutes. I would try and cheese sometimes to be like, I'm just gonna go grab a drink, be right back. And then as soon as I close the door, go rushing to the shower. And I like just trying to like quickly rinse off and stuff. Oh, 6 save files? I guess. Whoa, thank God I picked Toad's Head. People have been asking me to play Galaxy for years. During a previous event, agreed that I would finally play it. I said if Galaxy made it to the Switch, I would play it. And then Nintendo had the audacity to do that shit. So I was basically, I owed it and we needed time to fill. I figured it was time. I honestly don't know how I feel about the game. I don't think I hate it. I think I like to say I hate it. Maybe I shouldn't get into that. I'm just gonna call it like an auto-scroller and people won't understand. I enjoyed the game, I enjoyed the music, I enjoyed the environments, I enjoyed spectating the experience. As someone who enjoys platformers, I felt like I watched myself play, if that makes any sense. There were some key moments where I was like very engaged. Some of the end of the game stuff like was properly challenging, and I wouldn't apply that criticism. But for the most part, I think I watched myself play and created my own fun in various ways with like the camera and taking pictures and stuff. Dude, let me take a picture. Don't give up yet? I just don't know what I can do. The way you said don't give up yet though is kind of, I'll keep going for you. Why the fuck can I do this now? What? What? I spammed for an hour earlier in every position.
Welcome in everyone here. Simply Squeaks, G, SimpleFlips. Thank you for your time and for joining this amazing event here today. 2v2 blindfolded race. One of you will be blindfolded and the other person will guide you. Team Simping My Squeaks. I believe Simply is going first for blindfolded, and in the team Cheesing My Flips, Cheese is going first blindfolded. You will get 1 hour of time and you need to collect as many stars as possible.
The Mario 64 blindfolded event. Okay, if I was perfectly well rested, I would have done worse.
So jump kick to the left. If you do the same thing again, down, up, side flip, and hold left. Yeah. Oh, yes, you're up there. Now, don't move. Just hold left a bit. Go a bit more to the left.
Where am I?
You're pretty getting closer to the star, yeah. You're doing that 2 more times. 1, 2. Now, just hold down.
Okay.
Beautiful. Sexy!
Dude, I was one with the game because there were no senses anymore. I don't feel heat, I don't feel cold, I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty, like I was just tired. I was just playing perfectly at some points without any vision. Alright, let's go over there then.
You're literally going. Oh my god. Stop moving. You literally did it perfectly. That's crazy.
Alright, now what? And I tried to do it again on another day. I was super well rested, environment was great. I tried to do literally the exact same things and nothing was working. Ask anyone who's really good at something and like their experience with sleep deprivation. Sometimes you just get 110%. There are no thoughts going on other than you in the game. At the time, we were doing a weekly TTT session and getting everyone organized just to meet up and play. It's always a good time. A lot of feedback we would get, and just from the comments and stuff, is that people wanted to play TTT but just couldn't because you need 8 friends or more basically to get a lobby going. And then if you try and play with strangers online, you're usually just getting killed randomly. There are bots like farming drops and stuff. It's just like a really weird culture. The game's basically non-existent. But we have 6 public servers now that anyone can join and get whitelisted. They have to agree to like our terms of like actually respecting the game and the rules. But nowadays, like it's a pretty thriving community. There's several thousand people in there, and almost 24/7 there's a lobby going on.
To a character being cool, dynamic, and generally fun to watch and play.
I wanted to make a Mario Maker 2 level using a glitch I saw on Twitter, where if you hammered a block with a certain setup, your character would get locked into a backwards running motion. I'm looking for the hammer power-up. Who's got the hammer? You have to unlock it? You're lying. You're lying. No way, I'm about to start playing story mode for this. You're f***ing lying. How much story mode? Starting that, I learned that you have to complete all of story mode to get the costume. So the thing that I was putting off forever turned into a side quest, I guess. So part of building the level, which I did not finish, by the way, a lot of those hours went into beating story mode instead. I can't believe every asshole who's ever made a hammer level beat story mode. I can't believe I'm figuring this out today. Siblings. Ain't no way, I'm not gonna die again. I don't want to lose the plot of the day. I'm making this fucking level. Alright, actually, how do you unlock the costume though? It's not 100% of the stuff, right? It's just an unlockable here. Build castle, rebuild peaches. I was wondering how I died last time. Guys, I'm waking up. Can you at least have some sympathy? Okay. Wait, oh my god. I like get used to the beeping too. Oh my god, fucking meteor happened. How am I supposed to avoid this guy? Call Luigi? Fuck yeah! Look at this! I warmed it up for you, dude. I stood right next to the flag. It's pretty cool. Story mode is another reminder that Nintendo stopped giving updates to the game after less than a year. There's a lot of really cool items and mechanics and like unique things, and like toads can follow you and stuff. None of that stuff is available in like the traditional Mario Maker 2 builder thing. It felt like playing like almost a ROM hack of it because I never played it before, but felt like I experienced everything. A little bittersweet, I guess. Joey's fucking castle is an experience every time. Very few things I can describe that are fun. You have to pay attention the whole time. It's exhausting. It's annoying as fuck.
You can see there's a swamp, you know?
And the acid pit is now the lethal lava land pit.
Okay, damn.
Alright, and I guess you can see there's a Bowser here, which fucks it up even further. Because now you have to roll to pass, or else you go back to the start. However, this could be in your favor, because if you grab the golden friend down here, you could potentially cheat and come back, you know? But it all depends, I guess. It all depends. This is the chain chomp area. This could be used as a cheat, as a strategy, because if you see down here, there's a helicopter pad, right?
Okay.
You could immediately, instead of going to the acid pit, go here, but you will get your dick snipped off by the chain chomp.
I see that. There's a good blend of respecting the game rules and just making them up as you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start it big.
Wait, you want to go a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. All right, fine. All right. On 3, we reverse it, all right?
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, what'd I get? Worm Apocalypse!
Bruh.
Oh, fuck. What? That doesn't mean I'm dead, though. Okay, it does not mean that I'm dead, though. Because I get to roll, and if I happen to roll on... what is the rule? I gotta consult my own rules here. 4, it means that you survive but with 1 HP left. All right, here we go. All right, come on, baby. Here we go, here we go. Oh,
awesome.
Well, I'm in hell.
The more I play Joey's Castle, the more I realize that the intent of the game is to just cheat while they're not looking, and if you get away with it, it's kind of awesome, and there's a rule that if you don't get away with it, you go to jail, so why wouldn't you just try and cheat? But yeah, Joey's Castle, very fun, very chaotic. It is honestly mentally taxing to play the game, but so is Monopoly, you know?
Hazy Maze Cave for the 100 coin star. Here, swoopers were used to bounce up to get blue coins and to kill a Sniffit. And after all of these cute little developments, Pan and Koic felt that...
Uncleared Live is fun, but people in chat are just simply better at the game than me. I've grinded so many games. I've grinded Melee, I've grinded Tetris, I've grinded Mario 64, I've grinded CSGO, I've grinded puzzle games. I have gotten better at everything I've ever grinded except Mario Maker 2. So when I do Uncleared Live, people just beat the levels before me. Glitter Gang was here, shout out to Simp, yeah. You just see a random chatter's name in the bottom left that wasn't there when you started the level. They're like, hey, I'm here. I'm winning now. No hate to it. I'm obviously grateful that people in the chat are like there trying to do that. But I do take the L every time, so. Should not have pulled there. It's over? I win? I'm free? I don't have to play Prison Simulator anymore? I won? So approaching the end, I didn't know when I started on day 1, and I also was trying to avoid finding the information. So I had like in the back of my mind like, oh, this is gonna end at any moment, but I also didn't know when. So when it did actually end, I think I was like surprised instead of me like anticipating it. I think I was like just invested in the level, and then the prison cells unlocked and they said you were free to go. Like I really wasn't expecting it. I was like, well, I'm gonna beat the level though, please. He did not beat the level, but this chatter did. That night, afterwards, I don't think I really slept. I think my sleep patterns were pretty typical. I was rather exhausted and I had school the next day, but there was pretty much no sleep. I definitely had some amount of paranoia that the event was still happening. And even for a few days after, I remember, so the balloon was super inflated and full of glitter. I didn't want to move the thing and risk it exploding. It was kind of like a thing. So I actually just let it naturally slowly deflate over the course of a few days. And somewhere around sleeping for like 3 days, even though I'm on the complete other side of the house, I'm so certain that I hear this like pop. And I'm just like, no, dude, it fucking happened. And like, I'm in like Schrodinger's glitter bomb where if I don't go in there, it has not exploded yet. Day 3 or something like that, I was so certain I heard it that I messaged Vic and asked if he played one as a joke like through his system, because he controls stuff like that. I was like so certain that I heard it, and like I didn't really have relief when it ended. It was just kind of like, oh shit, here's day 6. I learned that I kind of feel like there are things I'm good at and there are things I'm bad at, and I try and be good at everything. But at the end of the day, you need something artistic or like artisanal or custom made or something. Like you hit up Nolan. you need a guy to mine the side of a mountain for 200 hours, you should hit up me. Like, you know, I learned like I have strong suits that are very like I should just lean into them. I'm like an unstoppable force if I have the proper motivation and deadline. I think if it's like willpower versus failure, I will always win the willpower side. Would I do it again? No, I would not do it again. I would only do something even harder. Yo, what up? SimpleFlips Big Blast 2 is going on right now. And during the event, we're selling this brand new limited edition t-shirt and poster. Be sure to check it out if you want one.